Sunday, August 19th. Another ungodly hot day here. Yesterday wasn't quite so bad. I actually had a little rain periodically Thursday and Friday, so yesterday was a little overcast, so it was a little cooler. But today it's right back up where it was. Haven't got an awful lot done this week. We'll show you a few things. But before that, let's we got a little mail again. One thing before we start that too is I don't think I ever gave credit. My stickers, which have gotten actually a really good response, were made by John at he's Signman 1200. Just want to say thank you, John, for your sticker. Thanks for the great job on mine. I know he does a lot of good things for the guys in the garage. So if you have any needs like that, Signman 1200. Thanks, John. Next up, from Tennessee, we've got a little mail here and a sticker from Stan down there. Backyard Hot Rods. Very, very cool sticker. I like that a lot. And as it says on the sticker, backyard hot rods are built, not bought. Can't agree with that more. And check out Stan on YouTube. His channel is One Pack Rat 1. They do some pretty cool stuff over there. So thanks, Stan. Appreciate it. And you guys that don't know about Stan, go check him out. What else we got? Here we go. We got one from our friend in Michigan? Yeah, Michigan. The Fin Painter. Stu, Fin Painter 1. Very cool, Stu. Thanks a lot for that. We appreciate it. Love that sticker. That'll look good with the rest of the collection. Check them out. Fin Painter 1. It's a family-run body business up there, and they do some really excellent work. Check out their videos. It's fun to watch. One of the cleanest shops that you'll ever see. Check it out. And next up, from Ohio, and I just love this one. This is a sticker from WTBM123 Terry. Very awesome sticker. I love that it's hand drawn. That's just so cool, and I really like this one a lot. Really like it. And Terry's a good guy, into all kinds of stuff. Real computer guy, car guy, just all kinds of things. And Terry's the one that on his channel, he's got a good video for the Mumble, which once again is tonight. You guys that haven't gotten on the Mumble, come check it out. It's very cool. You can go to Terry's channel, WTBM123, and he's got an instructional video for setting you up, or if you can, get a hold of 265 Chevy, and he'll help you get set up on the Mumble. So that's our mail for this week. Gets that caught up. And we'll go do a little look around at what we've been up to. Mary Ann's sitting in here today, beating the heat. She lives a life of leisure. Doesn't go out in the sun, doesn't go out in the rain. I wish I could say the same thing. Okay, we've done some work on our Subaru. We go around. Both lights over here, if I remember correctly, the low beam worked there, but the high beam didn't. That high beam didn't work. Marker light was out, those two. So we took that all apart and we put all new bulbs in the front. That's kind of just one of the things that I like to do. You get these older cars and you get messing around with them, and if you got lights out, stuff like that, you know what, it's a few extra dollars just put all new bulbs in it, and because chances are pretty good that the bulb that you're changing that was blown is the same vintage as the ones that are still working. So I always just put new ones in, make it fresh. We took the goofy tractor light off of the bumper. Got all of our shielding on, our skid plate. I don't know if you can see that. Skid plate is on underneath down there. All of our splash shields are on. Battery hold down. One thing that we did do is we put this washer bottle in. It was missing from the car. Put the washer bottle and all the tubing and the nozzles that we sourced from the scrapyard. The only thing we got left to do there, I don't know why, I don't know if you can see these wires right there. That's where this goes. For whatever reason, somebody has cut that out of the harness. That's what runs the little pump. But we have checked the pump, tested it, it does work. So we just get that wire on and that'll be set to go. So we've done that. When we first fired it up, it kind of looked like our alternator wasn't putting out, but you know what? On a meter, it was putting out just fine. So pulled the dash apart, went in and did a little repair on our gauge. Now that's indicating what the alternator is actually doing. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, guys, this car just runs really, really nice, and it's got the gas that's in this thing is at least a year old, sitting here in the Nevada sun. So I think it'll actually run even better with some fresh gas in it. On the subject of these gauges, it varies from car to car, but a lot of them, what they are is those the needles of the gauge are just pushed onto a shaft, smooth shaft, and sometimes, you know, over time they'll work themselves out of position, or they'll, you know, get loose and they won't read correctly. So what I've done here is I went on the voltage gauge. I put my meter out there, saw exactly what we were charging, and I pulled the needle off on the gauge, which showed just 12 volts at charge, which is, you know, 2.3 volts, 2.2 volts low. Pulled the needle off and repositioned the needle so it read correctly. And that's, you know, it's kind of an easy thing to do sometimes, depending on the type of gauge you have. Just something to keep in mind. And, you know, while I had it out, I pulled with that glass off. I washed the glass up real nice. It really bothers me to have, you know, dirt and stuff in an instrument, so we cleaned that all up. Before I put the fascia back on and all that, I'll you know, clean all this and everything too. I didn't have the whole cluster out, I just had the face of it off. So I didn't do one of the other things that I normally do, and that is, I don't know if that made it better or worse. What I normally do is I'll, anytime I have a instrument cluster out, before I put it back in, I'll put all new bulbs, new light bulbs in the back of those as well. Just one of those kind of little things that, you know, sooner or later it'll save you a little bit. So that's kind of what we've done on this. Like I say, it's been very, very hot. And after, you know, being at work all day where it's really hot, getting home in the evening, a lot of times coming out here and messing around in more heat is about the last thing I want to do. One thing we still have to do is, I don't know if you noticed, we have to change this axle boot down here. I'll do a video on that and show you guys how to change those. Kind of a greasy job, but not too bad. We'll get that taken care of. And kind of still looking and trying to decide what I want to do for tires. Once again, they're a 185/70 13-inch tire on these, and it's you can find them, but the selection, there's not really that much. I do have another set of wheels that I'm going to take 5 of them, paint them because I need a spare as well. And they're supposed to be painted white. Somebody's painted these gold, I think, trying to do the rally car thing, but it looks kind of stupid. So I'll paint those white, and then we'll get the car cleaned up. And I still haven't looked at changing these seats here for the seats out of the other Mazda that I have. These are pretty ripped up, and you can see that's the top of the back seat right there. It's just destroyed, nothing left of it. The rest of the interior, except for the cracks in the dash, is actually not in too bad a shape. It just needs a good cleaning. It's got the sunroof that somebody's put in it. That didn't come from the factory. Doesn't really thrill me, but it's there. So, but the latches for the wing windows are both broke. I actually have replacements for those down there that I sourced at the junkyard. The other thing I did find at the junkyard is it's $122, and I actually verified that with a manager, and it's what they call an air conditioning retrofit. So basically it's every part for the air conditioning that would put air conditioning in a car that doesn't have it. So I'll be going over there and getting that for this, because air conditioning, to me, that's a gotta have. So we will put air conditioning in this car. And if this car has AC, I feel a lot better about getting rid of the little Mazda, because that's one of its greatest issues, is it does have air. But we'll have air in our Subaru, and life will be good in the heat. Another little thing I've been messing around with a little bit is our Honda. I don't know if you guys probably haven't seen this. This is a 1985 Honda 200X 3-wheeler. Pretty fun little toy. This is going to be a restoration project for this winter. We're gonna pull this all apart, every nut and bolt, go through it, and make it like brand new. It's I love these old Hondas. They're kind of fun to play with. I love these. I love the mini motorcycles, the CT70s and the Z50s. And that's why. One kick, they'll fire right up, sit there and run. They're just cool. A lot of fun to ride too, and we're fortunate enough here where we are that there's lots of open space in the desert to take these things out and play. So I'm actually looking for another one at the moment, because it would be kind of fun to have one for the girlfriend too, so 2 of us could ride together. She's really into this kind of stuff, and I think that would be fun. But this one here is in really nice shape for an 85. It runs good. Get decent tires on it, but like I say, it just needs some freshening up. So that leads me to a question. I'm going to direct this maybe at Darren. I'm going to try to catch Darren on the mumble and talk to him about this. I'm going to throw it out there for anybody that wants to respond. What I want, the plastics on these. The plastic's in really good shape. Got one crack there, which can pretty easily be fixed up with a plastic welder. No issues with that. But I guess my question is, what about painting this? Is that something that, as you can see, it's all scuffed up and scraped up, and I don't know if it would paint the same way as like a rubber bumper car cover would. Just use your little bit of flex agent in the paint it that way. So any of you guys, go ahead and post a comment on what your thoughts are on painting this stuff, because I would like to redo it all. The rear plastics, the front fender, the headlight's kind of killed. It does work, but the headlight guard is missing, and the headlight, as you can see, is it's pretty jacked up, so I'll probably source out another one of those. But the rest of the plastics are in good enough condition where I think they could be fixed up. So yeah, anybody just send me your thoughts on that. And you know, kind of as well, what do you think? What would you paint this engine with? What would be a good good paint for that? So I'll give you guys something to think about. But yeah, just kick me back, comment with your response, and that'd be cool. Like I say, we love the little Hondas. There's a it's a 1970 CT70 frame. Basically, is all what we got there. It is a serial numbered H model, which was a 70cc engine, but it was a 4-speed transmission with a clutch. So they're a little bit more rare than the regular ones. Most of the regulars were 3 speeds with automatic clutches. So the 4-speed models, we're gonna have to source out the correct engine for that, with the correct stamping on the top of the case. And you know, that'll be kind of fun too. So we're looking to do that at some point as well. But other than that, we're just kind of hanging out here and sweating. You know, it's warm. So I guess that's about it from Reno, Nevada. What's happening? Did go to the salvage yard yesterday, and I looked for some parts and pieces for our Rabbit. I need you know, motor mount bolts and some of the mount pieces and stuff like that. I'm missing those to actually set the engine in the car. But they didn't have anything, and I believe that pretty much everything for a Mark 1 Rabbit and a Mark 1 Jetta, and of course the Mark 1 style Cabriolet all the way up through, their stuff is pretty much all the same. So, but they didn't have anything, which is kind of unusual, because usually at least there's a bunch of Cabrios there, but not this trip. But there are, I think, 4 or 5 Subarus there with air conditioning. So that may be maybe a next weekend project. We'll go and spend a couple hours and pull all that stuff, and we'll have it. I don't know if I'll put it in right away. It's, you know, getting towards the end of the season. I would like to kind of finish up on the Subaru, get that ready to be a driver, get rid of the Mazda, and start working on the Volkswagen. So like I say, that's about it. I can't think of really too much of anything else. I mailed out a stack of stickers yesterday morning. So you guys that have sent me stickers and haven't received one, you should be having one coming. Those that have asked for one should be on their way. So that's that. And I'd say once again, I appreciate all you guys that have subscribed to the channel. We're getting closing in on 100 subscribers, which is a lot. I didn't think we'd have anywhere near that, but that's really cool. So I appreciate you guys subscribing. I love the comments, you know, good, bad, and indifferent. Like, dislike, and make a comment. That's cool. And we'll just keep doing our thing here as we do it. So I guess that's about it. But once again, tonight's the Mumble. You know, 7, 8 o'clock Central Time, you know, so hop on and see who's there. And of course the Mumble's there every night. The Mumble is open too, so you can always pop in there and see who happens to be on. So from beautiful sweaty Reno, Nevada, that's it. That's all I got. So until next time, you guys take it easy.